Hi Josh, it's Peter Holiday. Finally resolved the receiver issue thanks to your help and one of your videos. So in terms of ports, it turned out that the UART2 enabled, it would then work. So I now managed to get the receiver so that it operates. If I can show you that, I will. There you go. So I've got the aileron and rudder in the correct orientation on the right channel and so forth. Interestingly though, I've got a problem. Well, I'll come back to the throttle in a minute, but the arming seems to work as well, so that shows on auxiliary 1 on and off, so that's cool. So that corresponds to the mode, which I'll just show you. Seems to be working okay. So that's all fine. Even the motors work as well. So the battery's connected. If I then do as you suggest on the video, start ramping up the power on the motors, it gets about 150, so 1050, whatever that is. Yeah, whatever it is, or whatever the units is, they start to kick in. Should do anyway. Giving it a bit more. Okay, 170. So there you go. First two, and then they don't start all together, but at least they start. So there you go. So that's all fine. No issues with that at all. The only issue is when I disconnect from this and try and fly it using my Taranis, it doesn't work. Now the issue seems to be around this, I think. The fact that the throttle, the minimum throttle, is set at 1517, which according to these settings, I mean that's below the stick center, and I don't know what stick low threshold is, but that's it's nowhere near that basically. So all positive movement adds to that, so it goes up to 2027 and comes down to 1517. I think the problem is that because it doesn't go lower than that, it doesn't arm. There must be a setting somewhere where the it's expecting a minimum throttle setting and it's not getting it. Now I don't know how to change that. If I bring up the Taranis to show, it may be a Taranis problem, and that's where I'm sort of focusing at the moment. If I show you so it's set so that the channel 3, it's all positive, okay. If I can navigate this, what's going on? All right, this is the interesting one. So, okay, I've got one of these right-handed Taranises, so apologies for that. I know it's non-standard, but anyway, my throttle's on the right. If I push the throttle down to the minimum, 1500 microseconds, that's what the units are, up to 2012. Now that's almost corresponding to 2027 on the screen and 1517 as a minimum. So there's a bit of a problem with the calibration there, but essentially it's in the same range. I can't get it to be lower than that, and I think that's the problem. So any pointers as to what the problem is, and I suspect the problem is on this baby, I'd appreciate your input. Thanks.